on. Hopefully everybody isn't quite super stir crazy yet. As promised from yesterday, I got something for you for a bit of movement. Not quite a workout, more of just mobility, a little bit of movement, loosening up, something to bang the rust out of. But it'll make you feel good. Should be done in 30 minutes or less when you do this in its entirety, and you're gonna feel a lot better than you did beforehand. So we're gonna go through 3 little flows or just blocks of exercises involving different positions here. So we're gonna start on the floor, then we get up to our knees, then we'll go standing. So on the floor, we're gonna start with dead bugs. Okay, knees up, arms to the floor, belly button towards the floor, arms towards the ceiling rather. I'm working on extending and reaching. I'm not worried about lowering. Okay? If you're worried about trying to get to the floor, your back's gonna come off it, and your back's gonna hit you. Okay? So 5 each side with that one. And hip bridge. With the hip bridge, the tendency is to bring your hips too high, your back hurts. Just gonna bring my hips up, squeeze my glutes. Pretend you're trying to crack a diamond. Nice and in line, right? Okay, 10 of those. Then we're gonna do open books, oldie but a goodie. I'm gonna keep my knees glued to the floor, all right? I'm gonna keep my opposite hand glued to the floor. I'm gonna reach to the other side. I'm working on touching the corner of the wall behind me and at the floor. Does that make sense? Where the floor meets the wall behind me, okay? That's what I'm working for. Okay, do 5 each side on that one. And we're gonna do rolling, okay? Rolling looks really funny to a lot of people, but it works, I promise. This floor's clean, by the way, I just cleaned it. Okay? Start with my arms over my head. Set up just a little bit so my back comes to stay flat on the floor. Start with my arm, I'm gonna reach up, and I'm just using my arm to roll my whole body over. It's gonna be really tempting for my legs to kick in. Probably the last part. Okay, reset, reach back behind me. Okay. Yep, go again. Okay. Okay. Do 2 each limb on that side. 2 to 3 rounds of that, and there's your start right there. Now we're gonna go to the knees. So now we're gonna go up to our knees. If you have a pad or anything like that, if you have some really shoddy knees, mine aren't great, so I often use a pad. Start with some breathing. Okay. Nice, relaxed spine here. Okay. I'm gonna push myself away and inhale, and try and pull my spine towards the ceiling. Okay. So when I do that, I'm not gonna completely relax my back. I'm gonna try and push, keep pushing as high as I can go. And the other thing I'm gonna do is to get a full exhale. It's gonna allow for a better inhale, a little bit better expansion here, okay? Next, we're gonna do bird dogs, okay? Important with this one is, I'm not gonna try and raise my back leg too much, okay? I wanna just reach it back, not raise it, reach it back, okay? Reach my heel and my middle finger as far as I can go. Okay. Do 5 each side on that. Do 3 to 5 breaths as well. I don't think I mentioned that yet, that part. So 5 each side on the bird dog. I like going all of them at once instead of alternating. It tends to make people really wobbly when they alternate. Trying to stay nice and stable, tabletop back and hips. Okay. Next, we're going to go into T-spine mobility. I'm gonna turn just a little bit for it. Okay, sit back on my haunches, try and take my lower back out of the equation as much as I can. Hand on my opposite shoulder, rotate, and breathe. Get a good exhale, you'll rotate a little bit more. Hopefully that makes sense. If you start to feel it in your lower back, either stop altogether or just be sure that you sat all the way back onto your haunches, okay? Next, we're gonna do some adductor mobility. Everybody is nice and tight in here probably right now after sitting at the desk for a long time. So let's get these legs loosened up, all right? Leg out, stretched to the side here, okay? Hands on the floor. I'm gonna sit my butt to my heels. Crawl forward a little bit. And again. Okay? If you don't quite feel it, move your foot forward a little bit, or pick your heel up. Those are the two things that can make it a little more oomph, as it were. 10 each side on that. Up to our hip flexor stretch, all right? A lot of people, I'm gonna turn to the side here, okay? A lot of people tend to crank through their back with this one, all right? Bum squeeze, slight shift forward with my hips. If you want, you can add a nice exhale as you go. Okay, that's all I'm going for right there. It's not a giant movement, all right? 10 of those guys, you'll feel really good with those hips, and that's what we got for the healing. Back to standing, all right? Get everything shaken out, all that good stuff. We go squat to stand. There's a couple ways to add a little bit more pizzazz to this thing. We're just gonna go regular one, okay? I'm gonna bend over best I can. Get my fingers under my toes and pull myself into a squat. I'm gonna hang on to my toes and try to extend my legs as much as I can. Okay, 3 to 5 of those babies. So now we're gonna start opening up the hips to the side a little bit here. So we're gonna go lateral lunge, okay? Step to the side. Okay? Some people might not be strong enough to push off. What you can do is go here, stand yourself up, step back, okay? Some people that have a hard time sitting into it a little bit will reach out with their arms. And that's good too, okay? So, go to 5 each side on that one. Then we're gonna go reverse lunge to shin box. Some of you saw me do this in a pretty, not so pretty way. Step back, like a reverse lunge, okay? I'm gonna rotate this knee back behind my foot, okay? It's important to maintain control through all this, otherwise it defeats the point. Don't let Isaac Newton and gravity take over, okay? Sit back nice and easy. And up, squeeze my hips. Back in front, okay? And switch. Back down. Bring it around. Sit easy, sit easy, sit easy, sit easy. And up. And up. Bang, here we are, okay? Next, we're gonna do Spider-Mans. I still call them Spider-Mans, sorry, okay? Lunge out, hands onto the floor, push my elbow out to try to open up my leg a little bit. My back knee does not touch. Okay, a little stretch there. To my push-up position, here. Push this knee out, okay? Back to my push-up position. Trade off, 3 each side, do you good, okay? Last one is a rock and crawl. Most of us don't have the space to do a full-on bear crawl in our living room. If you do, bless you, please let me know when I can come over, okay? So we're gonna go here, all right? Start with it on your hand and knee, and just maintain that nice flat back and that control in your trunk, okay? go 3 to 5, and that'll do on each side. That'll do you pretty good. If you want to ump it up, come up off your knee. Okay, I was a little out of control there, but so that'll do you good. Thanks a lot for hanging out with me for a little while. 2 to 3 rounds of each little block there. You'll feel pretty good. One more thing, I am starting a new online group that'll start sometime next week. At least the signups will open up for that. So if you want to get in, you need a little bit of movement. I'll try and base it on as much equipment as you have. If you have just your body weight, fine, we'll make it happen. All right, so until the next time, thanks a lot, guys. Enjoy yourselves. Don't go crazy.